live in the city of Utica, down here at the FX Matt Brewery. Steve McMurray, along with my partner Kristen Copeland and the entire News Channel 2 team, ready to bring you the best camera shots and best commentary of this Boilermaker 2016. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm very excited. It started off as a very wet morning here in Utica.
Yep,
so
wet overnight.
We're going to cross our fingers that we're going to have a dry yet memorable race, and we're here to capture the memorable moments of the race, all of the sights that you've come to love, and we're able to do that with the most experienced team.
At the start, before his first ever Boilermaker run, we have Don Shipman along with Katrina Smith and Keith Hunt. This is where the runners are lined up on Earl C. Reed Way. We have several cameras ready to capture the sea of humanity. The pack will meet another camera about a mile into the course, and Gary Libertor and Kevin Montano. More than a dozen cameras along the course. Rachel Murphy will check in at various parts of the 9.3 miles using our live backpack technology, meaning she can get in and out of different parts of the course and ready to give us a great picture. For example, that turn onto Valley View. Tommy Geis will station himself on Genesee Street between the Parkway and Shepherd Place. Mile 6 of the 15K is the start of the Boilermaker 5K. Spencer Davidson is on Burstone Road to bring us the sights and sounds from that vantage point. Kirk Tupai is once again riding backwards on a motorcycle for us following the elites, and local race analyst Nate Getman is back for a third year to provide updates from the media truck. He and Don are equipped with technology to bring us a picture live right from the pack. While the runners are racing toward the finish, Gary is racing to his next post. We'll see him again at the corner of Champlain Avenue and Whitesboro Street. Not far from there, you will find me, Kristen Copeland, Steve McMurray, Jason Powlis, and race analyst Jim O'Brien calling the race from the finish line. And special reports planned for the post-race party as well.
We are live for the 39th annual Boilermaker Road Race, and we have the whole team here. As you just saw, we have Don and Katrina at the start that you're seeing, and we also have Gary stationed at Culver Avenue at Albany Street. Spencer's up at the 5K, manning the 5K post, and you know, we're going to have an interesting 5K as the person who's won it for the past 3 years in a row is now graduated to the 15K.
That's right. We're gonna have some. We're definitely going to have some new people to talk about. We'll have a new 5K champ. We'll have a new we're going to have a new wheelchair men's champ because the returning champs aren't back. So a lot of fun stuff to talk about, and the race stuff. Obviously, the race analysis we're going to leave to Jason and Jim. But just a lot of great stories to tell. And here we are down here. It's a little bit after 7, and so far so good. No drizzle. We're good to go so far.
Jason Powlis alongside Jim O'Brien. We're very excited to bring you the race. This is my 20th year here at WKTV. My first day on the job, I got to experience the Boilermaker.
Well,
I didn't get to be on the air, but I got to be here. And at that point, we knew what an amazing event it was, and it's only grown exponentially since. You've been involved with this race even before that. How has it changed for you?
Oh, well, I think it was always a great celebration. There was always this great atmosphere here in Utica, and of course that's what's really attracted a lot of people to come back year and year after year, and allow the race to grow. I mean, personally, I just love that. I love the atmosphere. I love the community feel, and you've got everything here. You've got the truly elite competition at the front of the field. You've got a great wheelchair race, and then you've just got all this fun. I mean, it's fantastic.
And this is the sea of people we're dealing with here at the start line. Just amazing, 14,000 runners all packed in there, approximately. And I'm sure there are a few that didn't come today, but if you didn't, you're going to miss a great day to run because there's a little bit of a breeze. The humidity is relatively low. You're not dealing with the major heat that we've had, in years past where you're starting at 70 degrees. We're in the low 60s, and there's a wheelchair athlete going up that turn on the Valley View. I mean, you know how hard it is to make that turn yourself as you're running it. Imagine them in the wheelchair, how difficult that can be. But these athletes are amazing, amazing athletes. And for them to be able to do a road race as difficult as this one and do it well, hats off.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's really well said, Jason. It's a very demanding course, whether you're running, whether you're in a chair. Either way, I think to complete this 15K here in Utica, to complete the Boilermaker, is really an accomplishment. It's a fantastic race.
We are less than 2 minutes away now from the start of the Boilermaker Road Race, actually about a minute away from the Boilermaker Road Race start, the 15K. So we are counting down the seconds now. I believe it usually is Jeff Katz standing out there in the front of the pack, getting everybody in line, getting ready before the cannon goes off and we start this race. Very exciting time. 5K runners starting to dwindle down now. They'll be all off the course by the time probably these runners get to the second or third mile. So we'll have a clear shot, except for the wheelchair racers who will be left on the course. It'll be a clear shot from start to finish, and in about 40 minutes or so, 43, 44 minutes from now, we'll have your 2016 Boilermaker champion. Time's ticking down now. Probably about 30 seconds before we start this race. We're going to stand by for the start. Here we go, in 5. And they're off in the 2016 Boilermaker Road Race. A huge sea of people. And Jim, we say it year in and year out, and I don't think you can really quite appreciate something like this. Sometimes when you're at home, it looks cool. You got a nice widescreen TV, but you really ought to come down to experience it. It's just an amazing sight.
Oh, yeah. I think that's why people come back year after year after year, because once you've experienced this, you never forget it. It's a great day. A lot of great memories that you'll experience out there, regardless of if you're supporting the people at the front of the field, if you've got friends in the middle of the pack, or the slower competitors near the back of the field. It's really a fantastic race and a great day for Utica.
And that's one of the fun things, you know, they play the Rocky theme, they play all this great music. You're at the start line, and the first, I don't know, 50 to 100 feet, you actually get to run. It's the back of the pack, you're standing there, and you're like, oh, I want to go, I want to go. And then you end up running out really fast in the first mile, and then you go, whoa, I got to slow down a little bit. And it's easy to do because it's such an exciting, I almost said intimate moment, but it's intimate with your best 14,000 friends.
Well, exactly. That's exactly what it is, because everybody's at very close quarters there, and you're right. Now, you hear that Rocky theme, you just want to go. But, of course, you can't because there's so many people around you. But everybody's in it together. They really are. It's a great sense of camaraderie. Again, it doesn't matter whether you're running 4:30 miles at the front of the field or 15-minute miles at the back. Everybody's in this together. That's, again, why the Boilermaker is such a fantastic event.
Are going to go to Gary Liberatore. He is at the corner of Champlain Ave onto the turn to Whitesboro Street, as you can see in your bottom left-hand corner. Gary, how's the party down there?
The party is rocking with Rockin' Ronnie, the DJ here, pumping up the crowd. As you can see, these runners come down, a lot of them making the turn down to the last mile. Check this woman here right out. Wow. She is excited to make that last turn. But if we can pan the camera off the runners for just a second, check out these kids right here. Show your signs. Look at this. I love Daddy. Wow. This is what this race is all about. Check these kids out. And if you want to pan, look at this crowd all the way up and down Champlain Avenue. It is incredible. These runners have a lot of support as they make their rounds, and we did see Bill Cardis here earlier. We are waiting for Samantha to come around as well. We didn't see Jill, but our whole weather team is out there, as well as Don Shipman making their way towards the last mile here. But again, a lot of inspirational sights along the way, especially the wheelchair racers and the folks with a U.S. flag, the runners with a prosthetic leg. Just very inspirational scene as the crowd makes their way around here. I actually saw someone with paint on his chest saying, "Rest in peace, Aunt Carrie." So a lot of inspiration regarding this race as well. People with signs cheering on their loved ones. And I also did an amazing interview here earlier that you'll see at 6 o'clock tonight. 2 sisters running this race. One of them had a brain tumor, and just months after that is running the Boilermaker. Very inspirational there. You'll hear that interview tonight on News Channel 2 at 6. But again, just check out this scene here coming down Champlain Ave as they make their way towards the last mile down onto Whitesboro Street here. It is truly an amazing sight. I know we just came from Culver Ave, which that scene coming over the hill is sort of like the dawn of the race, and this is like the sunset of this race as things pass by us right here along Champlain Avenue. A lot of excitement here, and I'm sure a lot more down at the finish line as well. And for now, we're going to send it back to you guys down there.
you're looking at the finish line now. So many more people coming through, but it's going to take a while for 14,000 people to cross the finish line. So they'll be here for a little while longer. Let's go to Jason, who's got one of our Go the Distance runners.
We've got 2 Go the Distance runners, Dan, sorry, Jody and Dan. You got to forgive me. I don't do this anymore. It's all Kristen's thing. But you know what? 20 years we celebrate Go the Distance. You guys have now officially graduated. You're alumni. How does it feel?
You know, the training was great. I wasn't even concerned with the running at all. It was the 14,000 people in my way. And, you know, that was Joe talked me out of wearing my headphones. I usually run with headphones on. I just enjoyed the experience, and, you know, I think I'm probably a lifer at this point.
I was going to say, Jody, does this live up to all the billing?
It was awesome. It was a little overwhelming in the beginning. I'm not going to lie. I got a little intimidated. But as Joe said, there you are.
It's Old Home Week. They're all here. Catherine joins us now. Catherine, what was it like? Breathe and tell me what it was like for you.
It was incredible. I think that last bit right there, I don't even know. Every time I heard music, I was just like, all right, I got this, I got this, I got this.
I dragged her through the first six, and then
She dragged me the first 6.
Literally dragged you.
yeah.
Yeah, I got on her back, and I was like, ready to go.
And then I left her at Utica College.
What was the defining moment for all of you? Was it that unbelievable start, or was it coming down?
I think coming down made it. They kept saying all season, when you hear the bagpipes, you know you're there. And I heard the bagpipes, and it was just like huge smile.
Jody, for you?
Honestly, he said the training is difficult, and the run is easy. Besides it being the people and so overwhelming, the training was the hardest part. The run wasn't hard. It was the people got you through, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
And that means you guys trained right. And Dan, your defining moment in this race today, where was it that you said, oh my gosh, I'm really doing this?
I started seeing a lot of friends and family when I just got in front of the psych center there. And the crowds just picked up, and everyone's screaming and yelling and having a good time. And, you know, they said beer is near, so, you know, that really got me going.
Outstanding. Congratulations to all of you. We're so proud of you, and you got to promise right now, raise your right hand, I will come back next year and help the next group. Absolutely. That's what we love. All right, thanks very much. I've got another interview before we go. Look what we got here, Sammy. 14 Boilermakers. How you feel, hon?
I'm a little tired, but honestly, that was my best time in the year, so I'm very happy with it.
You got an anchor tonight?
Yes, I'll do the weather tonight. You'll see me.
The boss is standing right there, and he's going to make her run the race and anchor. But you know what? We need a top-notch meteorologist to help us out, and you couldn't have asked for a better weather day.
No, I mean, it was scattered showers, but the hope was that they missed us, and we got so lucky for the race today. Beautiful weather. It's perfect.
Tell me what you take out of this particular race, this as your first with us.
It was fun stopping at the stops. It definitely broke it up, but it also gave the people, like, look, I'm a real person, I'm doing it, but I can stop and give interviews and talk to the public at the same time.
Outstanding. Well, congratulations. Go get your celebratory alcoholic beverage. Thanks, Sam. Water for Sam. She's got to work today, guys.
Before we close the books on Boilermaker 39, bringing in the race director here, Jim Cistitis, and, you know, it started off very interesting day.
Early this morning with the rain coming down, but, you know, Bob Ingles looking down on us. A bunch of people were looking down on us. Blew those clouds away. Turned out to be almost a picture-perfect day.
Yeah.
Temperatures are great. Nice little breeze blowing. Everything, I'm extremely happy with the way things turned out.
Medical visits are down, we're told, so that's awesome
Absolutely,
too.
And we saw Joe Labella talking about security, said no issues to write home about. So when security goes well, when the medical side goes well, that takes a huge lift off of your shoulders.
Safety for our runners, our spectators, our volunteers is key for us. That's the main thing. And again, the cooperation we have with all the law enforcement agencies, you know, it's just been fantastic. It's great working with them, and you know, they make everything happen.
This is not an early question. Let's look ahead to year number 40. What's in the works? I know I can see it in your head already.
Not the haircut. Just
not the haircut.
We don't even have a logo. You know,
we need
again,
a logo.
We're going to look. We're going to look at. I've got lots of notes. Everybody's got lots of notes. We don't know what we're going to be doing. We've got all sorts of ideas. People have been writing in, whatever. We may do something on our website. What do you want to see? Whatever. We know that the politicians are trying to get the Jets coming back.
Okay.
We're working hard on that. We don't know.
I loved what you had today.
Oh,
it
was
beautiful.
fantastic. It really was. But yeah, we got to get through this one. Still another hour. hour and 10 minutes to go, and then we can sit and relax, and then tomorrow we'll start right in.
For this year, we're done with Boilermaker 2016. We hope you've enjoyed it. For Kristen Copeland, I'm Steve McMurray. For the rest of the News Channel 2 team, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again for Boilermaker 2017, the 40th, coming up next year. Take care.